Algonquin Arts Theatre is gearing up to present the Tony Award-winning musical about U.S. American history. And I'm not talking Hamilton. No, I'm talking the musical that many consider Broadway's original history lesson, 1776. The three-time Tony Award winner, including winner of Best Musical, allows you to witness the birth of a nation in the revolutionary musical experience that paved the way for historical shows like Hamilton, Parade, Assassins, and more. 1776 is not just a musical. It's a captivating journey that brings history to life with stirring melodies and a patriotic spirit. We're here today at the Algonquin Arts Theatre to speak with the cast and creatives about this funny, smart, historical, and largely accurate musical. For those unfamiliar, can you give us an idea of what this show is about?
1776, simply put, is a musical retelling of the process, the trials and tribulations that our founding fathers went through to craft and to ratify the Declaration of Independence.
It's told from the viewpoints, mainly from John Adams, but it also focuses on Franklin and Jefferson as well.
It's sort of the Hamilton of its time, in that it is historically, there's a lot of accuracy in it. There is a little bit of fast and loose with some of the facts, and there are certain things that are done for dramatic purpose.
Tell us a bit about your character and his convictions.
My character is Benjamin Franklin. And Benjamin Franklin, he was 70 years old during this, maybe a little older. In the show, John Adams and Benjamin Franklin are very close because their goal is to get the Declaration of Independence and independence for the country from England. But both of them have it done in different ways. John's more boisterous and loud about the whole thing and forceful, where Franklin is more deceivious and just trying to get it through in a different manner rather than pushing it.
John Adams is a very passionate man who feels very strongly about independence. This is a guy who, before this, has defended the English soldiers who were involved in a shooting in Concord and Lexington. This is a man who believes very firmly in the law and right and wrong and wants to see real change because they're having a lot of difficulty with England at this point.
I'm convinced the only purpose this Congress ever had was to gather here specifically to drive John Adams mad.
How do you relate this show, set nearly 250 years ago, to today's world?
With the political divide that we have going on in the country today, it really serves as a good lesson because there were always strongly differing opinions amongst the men and women who started this nation. But the difference is it seemed like they were able to work together more.
I think there are a lot of corollaries between this and today's world. We're still people trying to make the best decisions we can in scary and uncertain times. And the path forward is not always the easiest path.
What about this show are you most excited to share with audiences?
All of it, really. This is a show that I've dreamed about doing since I was very young. My first name is John, and my parents took full advantage of that as a child. There was a lot of choruses of "Sit down, John," so this is a real special one for me, and the cast and the technical crew here are doing such wonderful work that I'm really looking forward to audiences getting a chance to see what we've been up to.
You know how the story turns out. You know where it is going to end up, yet you get moved by the arguments.
The history of it. I wouldn't say I was a history buff, but I was always fascinated with American history. I went to school in Boston, which is considered one of the cradles of American history, and the music is really great. It's a beautifully written show. Been a favorite show of mine for years. I was in the show 3 times. This is the first time I'm directing it, so it's near and dear to my heart.
I think the most exciting thing about the show is just the sharing of the story. I don't think many people know the story.
If you could distill the message of this show into one sentence, what would it be?
I would say that the most important message from the show is that you must have dreams and you have to understand that potential, it's the seed. You have to try to understand that the tree is not going to grow unless you plant the seed.
I think the message of this show in one sentence is to learn about the ideals and the principles that this nation were founded upon and to try and respect and live by those principles today.
Of course, the big deal here is that in this show, there's a strife between the South and the North and different colonies about what they want to do. And the only way that they actually succeed with the Declaration and the final version of the Declaration is the word compromise. But that's why the show is relevant today, because that's what you're going to see. Two different factions fighting each other. That's what's happening today.
Never give up on a better tomorrow.
1776 runs May 9th through the 18th at the Algonquin Arts Theatre in Manasquan. I'm Gina Marie Rodriguez for Jersey Arts. Thanks for watching.